Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, my goodness. Look at how many screens I got open. Good Lord. Okay, I'm closing some of those. I don't need all those. Those can only serve to slow me down. Okay. Yep, all those are gone. I think I must have about 50 different screens open right now. All right. I'm gonna close a couple more of these just to say I did. And then we will get on with it. Uh-oh. Nope, don't need that. You can go. You can go. And God knows I don't need that. And okay. Wunderbar. So, happy birthday, Prince Harry, who turns 41 today or turned 41 today. Oh, my letter Y got clipped, didn't it? I'll fix that later. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Carol Lund, for being first, and Sonia Johnson, Jeanette Williams, and Jelaine Munstein, Mary H., Fancy, Lydia Washington, Tara Wilson, Beverly Isidore, Joan Garcia, Novi D, Jude McLeod. I'm sorry, McLeod. Is that right, McLeod? Okay, and hey to you too. Okay, and Sandra. Hey, Sandra. Okay, Miss Viv. Very cool. I think I covered everybody, didn't I? I think so. Okay, Resistor. No, I didn't say that. Okay. Carmen Capena. Didn't say that either. Okay. Well, if I missed you, I'll get you later. Right? Annie Bullard. You all, I went digging into the archives and pulled out all kind of photos. I could not resist. I'm just like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I've always liked that one. So as you can see, I even used it as like a background on a thumbnail. Adorable. So that's what I got planned. I got a whole bunch of the old photos. And listen, you guys, art, art, art. Just when you remember yesterday, I found all of those amazing photos of Harry from the trip to Ukraine. That photographer that took those black and white photos, I'm telling you, um, Misan Harriman, if you're listening, you got some competition out there, young man. You got some big competition because this guy is good. He is really good. You'll see. He is really good. Let me put it to you like this. If there was an exhibit of photos of Harry from, oh, let's say, what's his name? Hussein. And give me another one of those. Libalski, whatever that guy's name is, you know, the one who's actually a Polish prince. And of course, when it comes to the black and white photos, everybody thinks Misan Harriman. I'm telling you, Misan has got some competition. Harry looks good. He looks good. I can't wait to show you. Okay, so you remember that trend where they would put a picture of my older self and my younger self together. Um, there's a really cool one right there. Oh, yes, good King Harry. Thank you, Tara Wilson. You said it. And then this was a collage. I believe it was from last year. This is every year of Prince Harry's life, all the way up to age 40. Well, I added one more to it and made it 41. Yes, the Ginger Avenger. That's right, you guys, the Ginger Avenger from ages 0 to where he is now. Ginger Avenger. Where is that? Okay. Okay. All right. We hear you, Harry. Okay. Very cool. I don't need that. I don't need that. Oh, I definitely don't need that. I don't know why I put. Anyway, let me get back here then. So this is, let's see, all the way up to age 21, if my grade school math does not fail me. And then from 21 to 41. Yeah. 36, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah. So from 21 to 41. There you go. Helen Marmon, thank you for joining us. So again, this spread came from, I'm sorry that the photos are a bit grainy looking, but yeah. That photo in the dead center right there, that almost seems like someone doing an imitation of Harry, doesn't it? That seems like a Prince Harry lookalike. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that that wasn't Harry. And then take a look here. Prince Harry visits Canada in 1998 on the slopes of Whistler Mountain. Did you guys know he had been to Whistler before? I had no idea. And then, of course, you know, Prince Harry means business when he puts on that bandana and ties it around his head. I mean, come on, that's all you need. But there are many facets to Prince Harry because check him out. He's got his briefcase. He is departing his aircraft carrying his own briefcase. At least I guess it's his. But this guy was like a miniature adult when he was a kid. A miniature adult. He definitely probably he probably learns a lot just by observing, right? He's one of those people that can just watch and learn. And then, of course, making his way into those teenage years. And of course, when you look at that photo of him running around with that beret on his head, that kind of reminds you of the thing with the, when he was doing that interview and he heard those alarms and he had to make a run for it. That's what it reminds me of. And of course, his love of Africa. Prince Harry and his love of Africa. But wait, I still haven't gotten to those photos that I promised you. Tara Wilson, thank you so much for the super sticker. That's right, a super chat. Good King Harry. Good King Harry. That's been trending every so often. Good King Harry. I hope you all cannot hear me sipping on my smoothie. And one thing that you all did not know is that Harry is a bit of a photographer too. The only thing is he doesn't have the what do you call it? The courtiers go and boast about his skills to the tabloids. He just, he's one of those people. He doesn't talk about it. He just do. He just does the deal. So, and this, I think one of the squatties put this together last year. Little bit Archie Papa. Little bits and Archie's Papa. Yep, Papa Harry. Monsieur Henri. Very cool. And this has got to be one of my favorite group of photos. Is does anybody remember what country they were in? Was this Lesotho? I don't recall. But he and his brother, they went to Africa, and Harry made friends. I'm not sure if this is. No, I don't think this is the kid. But or maybe no, I don't think so. Remember that one kid that he stayed in contact with for years, and he was invited to the wedding. So yeah, I just cannot remember. And there you go. Very, very. I know I should have cropped the photo, but I just wanted to remind people that some people have it and some people don't. Some people have that common touch, and then some people, well, they do not read the room, do they? Plus, even if they did, it would seem rather unnatural, seeing that that's not really who he is. You know what I mean? Gwendolyn Daniels. Oh, did I? Okay, yeah, it is. Absolutely agree, Baron. Stupid Williams sitting beside Harry looking stupid in that picture. Like the imbecile he is. Emerald D says, Happy birthday to an awesome man, Prince Harry. I'm sure he had a wonderful day. If our Duchess had anything to do with it, of course he did. And of course, the children smothering their dad with love. Now, these are two of my favorite photos because we've seen the side by side image of William in uniform and his brother in uniform. I didn't want to put too many pictures of his brother, so I did not want to share that one. But even at that young age, one of those kids is ready to pounce. Do you hear what I'm saying? One of those kids is ready to defend his territory, to defend his family, to defend his grandmother. And the other kid, with his feet turned in, rather shy, a little bit insecure. And what's so funny, you guys, can't you tell that his brother is actually following his lead? His brother is unsure, and Harry is not. His brother is literally observing Harry to try to figure out what we should be doing right now. Do like Harry, pay attention, scan the horizon, and look for any threats. Harry's been a soldier day one. I kid you not, that kid has been a soldier day one. And anybody who thinks otherwise has not been paying attention. Yes, Bunny Rose, Willie is still lost. Willie is clueless, even to this very day. Absolutely clueless. And Harry, like I said, ready to defend his territory. And of course, on his 39th birthday, one of the squaddies shared this photo. Happy 39th. Well, of course, Harry is 41 now, but I brought that pic out anyway because there's his proud mom walking along reviewing the soldiers, and look at the attention. Look at Harry's gaze, his attention to every detail. You know, there's a lot of kids who knew exactly what they wanted to do in life from the very start. And if there's anybody who I could say, oh, they just knew, they had their calling at a very young age, it would be our Prince Harry. Absolutely, our Prince Harry. He just knew. And he knew. This going to crack you up. I mean, come on, this is adorable. And they even found him a helmet that fits. You know how sometimes they have the helmet, they put it on and it just dropped down to your shoulders? This one actually fits. Good King Harry. And I think actually I did this one last year myself. That one I did last year. I know, adorable, absolutely adorable. It's that look, that very serious look he has that really just does it for me every time. And then this one is for this year, my little collage from this year. Our Prince Harry. Okay. You didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Sliced pears, mango, chunks, raspberry, banana, ICE, vanilla protein powder, a couple of scoops of frozen yogurt, vanilla frozen yogurt, about a tablespoon of lemon juice, ice, and orange juice. Yes, that's what it is. That's what I put into my smoothie. And good Lord, this is delicious. You have no idea. You have no idea. Oh, so creamy and fruity. Ah, very cool. Collage from one of the squaddies on the left. Yeah, that was a collage on the left from one of the squaddies. If you just joined us, don't forget today is Harry's birthday. Well, what up to you, Maurice Brown? What up? What up? All right, love those. Love those. Especially the one in the middle at the bottom there. That is pretty cool. That is like I don't know. I've never that's the a one of picture or expression, should I say. That is a very one of. AI. Yes, AI. AI. Happy birthday, Prince Harry. Oh man, this is another AI. I guess it just says Harry could have done whatever he wanted to do. Too bad the UK doesn't have a space program. Well, at least not a manned space program. This is another one of my favorites of Harry. This is another one. Um, did he just know? Did he just know? Did he know how cool he was even then? I mean, come on. Come on. That I'm gonna call that his rat pack. if Harry was in the Rat Pack, that would be um, that would be like Harry growing up in his own little Rat Pack. That reminds me of like Sinatra. Who else was it? Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin. Was it Peter Lawford or something like that? Very cool. Either that or Slumdog. What is it? Slumdog. What was it? No. Slumdog Reservoir. Yeah, the Slumdog Reservoir Walk. Right, New City Garden always had that swag. Always. I tell you, when he puts that bandana on, Harry means business. Did you ever see that video of Harry on the slopes and William was just like struggling? William was struggling, trying to figure out what to do. And then enters little Harry, whoosh, whoosh, just skiing past him left and right. Oh my God. That smoothie is so good. So good. And this is from the Invictus Games. Do you remember the cake? Harry was so outdone when he saw that cake. Very outdone. He did not want that attention at the Invictus Games, but it happened anyway. And he was very, very embarrassed by it. Look at there. Look at the look on his face when he saw that cake. What are the chances that that little figure is in a freezer somewhere, all boxed up? What are the chances that that little figure is in a freezer somewhere? But they did a great job. I mean, it definitely looks like him. That is fantastic. And of course, they sang happy birthday. Let's see here. Happy birthday, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. Okay, yeah, that was for Dusseldorf. That was the Dusseldorf. Okay. And on that note, let me get this all queued up. Oh, it was there all along. There we go.
Prince Harry, wait a second. We are here in Germany, but there is also a German version. So give us a second, please.
He probably thought he got away with it, hadn't he? Fantastic.
Dankeschön.
So happy birthday in English and in German. The announcer was just going to ask if he wanted to say a few words. He's like, no, I don't, but he might.
So, buddy, please show what you have here.
Ooh, what have they got for him? Oh, they got him a beer, lovely. Oh, he's already got one, he'll have another one now then. And a cake, very nice.
And the second thing, what we would like to give you, by introduce, this is Simon. He was a competitor.
That's cool, isn't it?
And in Sydney, he's working as a civilian in the German Bundeswehr. And this is Kevin. He competed in Sydney, and both of them would like to present a T-shirt from our volunteers on behalf of all our volunteers. Great applause for the volunteers, please.
Without the volunteers, it really doesn't happen. And that's a lovely touching moment to present Prince Harry with a shirt from the volunteers. Everybody enjoying it, even the players as well. I wonder if there's enough of that cake to go round.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think Harry's saying, right, can we get on with the game now, please? There's a volleyball match to be played, and I want to watch that.
Oh, oh. Yes, and a round of applause for the volunteers. We love the volunteers. Now, what is a volunteer? Anyway, we love volunteers. It wouldn't happen without the volunteers. But yeah, so again, Harry received that very unique birthday cake. There you go. One more time. That is the birthday cake. So cool. And Harry was absolutely embarrassed. And did you see our Duchess, Meghan, got very, very emotional.
In English and in German. The announcer was just going to ask if he wanted to say a few words. He's like, no, I don't, but he might.
So, buddy, please show what you have here.
Ooh, what have they got for him? Oh, they got him a beer, lovely. Oh, he's already got one. He'll have another one now then. And a cake, very nice.
And the second thing, what we would like to give you, by introduce, this is Simon. He was a competitor.
That's cool, isn't it?
And in Sydney, he's working as a civilian in the German Bundeswehr.
Okay, I was actually looking for Meghan. That's what I'm looking for. There's there. Sorry if this is a bit jarring for you, but I'm just kind of skimming ahead here. There we go. That's what I was looking for right there. Look at how proud she is. Super, super proud. I love that look. I love that look. Hi, Heather Stroud. Thank you so much for joining us. Love it. I love that. Okay, so yeah, that was from the Dusseldorf. Happy birthday cake. And a happy birthday greeting from Miss Tracy Robbins. Happy birthday, Harry. Sending one love to you today. Remember, that's from Jamaica. Tracy and Brian, right? They well, the Sussexes and the Robins, they went to Jamaica for the premiere of One Love. So there you go. That's a little play on that. And that's the photo that they took on that occasion. Okay, and this one is from Associated Press. Happy birthday from the, I guess that's from Associated Press. I see it all the way up there at the top. Meghan posted this today on As Ever. Yeah, on the As Ever Instagram. I have an idea. Let's make today extraordinary. 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 There you go. And so, as I promised, I'm going to show you some of the never sit. Well, actually, they only posted these today. So, oh no, we're going to do that later. For now, I cannot show you this video, but just in case you missed it, there's a promo for the 70th birthday of Disneyland. Disneyland opened in 1955 in Anaheim, California. Not to be confused with Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Disneyland was such a big hit, but unfortunately for Walt Disney, no sooner than the place opened, then other people bought up all the land around Disneyland. And so expansion was next to impossible, which is why Walt Disney had like people pose, they did like those little fake corporations or whatever to buy up a bunch of land in Florida so that that could never happen again. So that is how Disney World seems to grow as much as they choose in comparison to Disneyland, which is like a landlocked nation. They just have no place to go. But it is still the very first Disney theme park. And if you've ever gone to a World's Fair, if you've ever read about a World's Fair, then you know the whole idea of the Magic Kingdom is really based on the World's Fairs. So Meghan looks absolutely gorgeous. Harry looking lean and handsome as usual. But yeah, the promo is features several high profile people, well-known celebrities and such. So if you have not seen it, it is out there. It actually starts with Walt Disney talking about the opening of Disneyland. And then all of a sudden, here is a cascade of stars and such celebrities talking about how they love Disneyland. So yeah, that came out today. And again, our Duchess looks fantastic. Now, truth be told, they were only on screen for just a few seconds. Everyone did these like very small appearances, but they have what is it, a documentary? It is a promo for a documentary that's coming up. So they are going to speak to a lot of notable people, and they're going to talk about how much they love Disneyland. Again, our Duchess is glowing. Now, I think that that's a Cartier necklace she has on, right? It's like a big nail. Yeah, it's like a very, very long nail that wraps around. And I forgot what they call that, but it's a Cartier nail necklace. Okay. They also have bracelets, but they have the necklace too. I'm looking at it right now. Oh yeah, and they're not giving them away. I could promise you that. Whoa. Whoa, I'm looking at the price. Well, they have some that have diamonds embedded in them, and then they have some that do not. But like I said, they're not giving them away. It is the Cartier collar. I think it's the Clos Torque. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, but that is a choker. Wow. Well, like I said, they're not giving them away. They are kind of yeah, well, I wonder if they have a layaway plan. Do you think they have a layaway? Thank you, Hazel Jones. That is the word right there. That is the word right there. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I am going to go to translate, and I'm going to put it in there and see how you say it. Say again. Gistan Clue necklace. Gistan Clue necklace. Well, anyway, that is French. It means just a necklace. That's what it means. It means just just a nail necklace. That's what it means. Just a nail necklace. Here, I'll show you. Take a look at the chat. That is what it means. Just a nail necklace. Justin Clou necklace. Justin Clou necklace. Justin Clou necklace. Oui? Au revoir? Arrivederci? Très bien? Yeah, that's it. Très bien. There you have it. Très bien. Wow. Well. That's pretty expensive. That's pretty expensive. Don't you think that's pretty expensive? Whoa. Yes. Wow. Now, I don't think Meghan's has the diamonds. I would be surprised if she did have the one with the diamonds. The ones without the diamonds are not as expensive as the ones that do have the diamonds. But the ones that have the diamonds, the head of the nail, the diamonds go around the outer part of it, if you know what I mean. And it comes in yellow gold and rose gold. This piece is authentic. Yes, well, yeah, it's an authentic Cartier piece. Woo! Okay, you guys, I am going to try to stop looking at it, but I think that is beautiful. Very popular piece. A nail becomes jewelry, designed in 1970, New York. The first just a nail bracelet reflects. I don't want the bracelet. I want the. Oh, well. Okay, you guys, I'm done with that. Let's keep it moving. The Magic Kingdom, as you can see, they got the castle all decked out for the celebration with bunting and a little thing up there that says, Harry says Space Mountain was one of my favorites. And Meghan says it's still one of your favorites. And there is Walt Disney. That is the real Walt Disney. Poor Walt Disney was a chain smoker. And I mean to tell you, if he wasn't smoking a cigarette, he was eating a cigarette. He smoked and smoked and smoked and smoked and cut his life short because of that. Walt Disney was actually born in Chicago. And yes, he's a Chicagoan. They said that the inspiration for the Disneyland was a reflection of how fascinated he was with the 1933 Chicago World's Fair. Yeah, I think he went to the 1933 World's Fair. I don't think he was old enough to go to the 1893. Let me see. Walt Disney. See what year he was born. Yeah, he was born in 1901, so he died at age 65, Walt Disney. Okay. He died in 1966. But yeah, he was born December 5th. And he lived at 1249 Tripp Avenue. You guys, his house is still there. The Walt Disney house is still there. Walt Disney House in Chicago is still there. Now, unfortunately, they say the place is crawling with rodents. I'll show you a picture of it. It's a very unassuming place, just a simple frame house, but I will show it to you while we're on the topic, and then we'll keep on with Harry's birthday. There you go. That is Walt Disney's house. No leaves on the trees and garland on the gate. I'm going to say that the house is decorated for Christmas. That is what Chicago looks like in the wintertime, by the way. That is what the city of Chicago looks like in the wintertime. For 2 days, lines stretched around the block as hundreds of visitors waited to enter a small cottage of an 1893 World's Fair worker. Perhaps they came because his son, Walt Disney, was born in this house at 2156 North Tripp Avenue in Chicago. Wow, they actually had an open house. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. This is a little bit off topic, but if you're in Chicago in October, just so you know, every October in Chicago, they have Open House Chicago, where famous addresses, whether it's an office building, a private club, or in some cases, apartment buildings and private homes, they open up those properties for 2 days on Saturday and Sunday. I think it's like the second Saturday and Sunday of October. They have Open House Chicago. I've gone to it myself and I was able to, but you have to plan ahead because if you don't, the places you really want to see may have a long line to get in. And also, you have to plan ahead because it's up to you to hop around the city to get to your favorite places. But they have volunteers that will show you the interiors of some of the most interesting buildings around the city of Chicago. So, yeah. And apparently, the Walt Disney House just happens to be one of them. Very interesting. Walt Disney birthplace. All right. That was a little walk down history lane. All right. And then, of course, this is the photo of Harry and Meghan at Walt Disney World, or Disneyland, rather. And you may remember the kids went to Walt Disneyland. That was the point of them being there. Disney Princess. I think that the Daily Mail was trying to give Meghan a hard time by saying Disney Princess, but that's okay. I think Meghan owns that because her, as she said, that just like the Little Mermaid, her voice was taken away from her. So she compares her life to the Little Mermaid. And then this is what Meghan posted for her husband today. And the song that played along with that image was Let's Hear It for the Boys. Let's hear it for my baby. Let's hear it for the boys. You know he drives me crazy. Okay, anyway, that song from Denise Williams, that is what Meghan played in the video dedicated, well, not video, but the reel dedicated to Prince Harry. I tell you, Meghan is really having fun with her social media. I love it. I love that for her. I love that for him. And don't forget yesterday when your beau is back in town, Meghan posted an image of 2 wine glasses and, of course, some of her rosé being served for her husband's return. Very cool. Okay. LDSW, depending on the size of the... Oh, okay. For price range from 14K to 42. Okay. Now, what about the diamond one? Because I looked at the one for the diamonds, and that one was about 80K. Yeah, the one with the diamonds was about 80K. I'm looking at it right now. Yes, if you want the diamonds, I do believe it's about 80K. Let me see. Yeah, but or maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, no. This one is like you said, yeah, okay. All right. So if you want the 33, that one is okay. Well, what about the one with the diamonds? Because I'm sure I saw one with the diamonds that was very expensive. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, no, it's not that much more expensive. I guess I looked at it the wrong way. Or I was looking at something else, I guess. I don't know. Huh. But yeah, when you buy something from Cartier, I got to say it the French way, Cartier. When you buy something from Cartier, you're paying for their years of expertise. You're paying for that luxury brand. You're not just paying for the, for the gold. You are paying for the design as well. So Cartier. TMCD. Oh, love your profile pic. Love it. Okay, let's move on. After Russia damaged our EU delegation in Kyiv, I still say yes to this mission every time. This weekend, we welcome Prince Harry, not for protocol, but for people. We spoke about resilience, rehabilitation, and the Invictus spirit. Let me say that one more time. I love it. This weekend, we welcome Prince Harry, not for protocol, but for people. Don't you love that? He's not there for protocol. He is clearly there for the people. Lovely. Love that. So, these are the new photos that I found. I had to scavenge around for them, but I'm telling you, that guy took some amazing photos of Harry. You can really feel the emotion just by looking at these images. Harry spent a lot of time at that memorial. It wasn't just, like his brother. Well, while we could, you know what I mean? He actually stayed there and spent time. And if you read the article from, oh gosh, what was it? The Times? Anyway, if you read that article or if you listened to the video that I created from the article, you know that Harry made sure that he walked further into this makeshift memorial because he wanted to have a chance to spend some time there without the press, right up on him. So he walked in, and of course, he remarked that he did not realize how big this memorial was. I mean, you just see a wall of flags and photos, but if you were to go into the area, it just goes on and on. And remember, all of that represent people that have died since this conflict began. But it's absolutely gut wrenching for people that visit there. They say all of the messages and everything, and yeah, Very, very, very sweet. This is how you do diplomacy. This is how you do what do you call it? This is how you do your humanitarian work. You take the time. You don't just rush through these things. You don't just show up and take photos. You really have to spend time. And Harry put a lot of time in. These photos tell the story. They actually tell the story of how much time he put in comparison to you know who.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it does more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know. I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it does more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
I catch a chill every time I see that. I literally catch a chill. And why do I catch a chill? Because of how cold and insensitive. And what's with the jazz hands, huh? Why is he doing the jazz hands? Is that a Fosse move? Is that something that he learned from his wife? Huh? What's with the jazz hands? Can't you just, I don't know, just, William, when will you learn, William? You're not right in the head. Something wrong with your head. If Kate is going to talk about early years and what's wrong with the heads of children, you know, charity starts in the home. She needs to figure out what's wrong with her husband's head. And while she's at it, she needs to look inside of her own head and see what's wrong. Yes, all that anyway, you guys, this is the guy that took those stunning photos that I'm going to show you. Seeing history and making it together, an incredible day with Prince Harry, a man who wanted to see firsthand those who lived despite war and the capital that gives strength and energy to an entire country. Thank you to the team, Superhuman Center, for your trust, for creating great, good, and uniting people who talk about Ukraine to the world. Now, this is translated from Ukraine or Ukraine. So it sounds a little weird, but that's because it's translated. People are conditioned to accept such an empty gesture and be content. The man commenting that they saying hi is more important than monetary contribution is sad. Yeah. And yet William was so upset because Harry went to Ukraine and he didn't. But if he went, it would only be a visit so that he can get enough footage to upload to social media. That is how he works. He brings cameras, and what gets me is that is what they accused Harry and Meghan of. Oh, the Netflix cameras. They just would not stop talking about Netflix cameras, as though everyone in the royal family at some point or another is followed by a camera crew. But William has taken it to a whole new level. A whole new level. I mean, it begs belief, the level that he's taken it to. So this is from the photographer. Happy birthday. There we go. And put some background so that the photos could really pop. But you can see from Harry's face exactly how he has been affected by everything that he has seen. But it is not only given a voice to the Ukrainians, but it has also given them an incredible amount of moral support. If there is anything that every human being needs to grow, and that, of course, is being seen. Nothing is more fulfilling than knowing that you have been seen, that your voice has been heard, your feelings have been taken into account, and that somebody got your back. Even if they cannot end the war or feed people or whatever it is that is in dire need at that point, the fact that you have been seen is so uplifting. And it reminds the world that there's still millions of civilians that live under the threat of invasion or destruction. So that's why this meant so much to them. I know, Mary H. Isn't it just, it's awful. It is so awful. William is tone deaf. He is so tone deaf. And of course, here's a few images from the that bombed out building. There's like, and I don't know who Harry is visiting. It was said that he took some time away from the group, that a car came to pick him up, and people were speculating who did he go and see. But Harry is not saying. It may not be that important for us to know, but some people were speculating that he went to see the president of Ukraine. But knowing Harry, he probably spent some time with a family, perhaps someone that he was already acquainted with. But I believe that it's someone other than the president that Harry needed to see. Okay. And whatever the case is, it's nobody's business. I don't think this is that place, because I don't think that they would have taken any photos, because they wouldn't allow the press to come with him. But that just gives you an idea of how important this trip was. Okay? That gives you an idea of how important this trip was. Again, some stunning black and white photos. Misan Harriman, I'm not trying to pit one photographer against the other, but I'm just saying this guy is good. This guy is very, very good. You see what I'm saying? Very good. And I forget what her name is, but that's the lady that Harry greeted as soon as he got off the train. And she was the one who invited him. I know she's in the government, but I forgot what her title is. But she is the one that greeted him when he got off the train. It was her that extended the invitation. And the invitation, of course, was backed up by the government. And Harry had to ask permission from his dad, or I'm sorry, from the British government. And that's how all of that came about. Yes, her name is Runiva Olga, and she is okay. I cannot see how to translate this. But I think she's with the Superhuman Center. Yeah, I think she's with the Superhuman Center. Oh, I think I'm going to follow her too. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what her title is, but she's one of them. Okay, continue. Oh, don't you love it? Don't you love it? That is a great picture. That is a great picture. I'm telling you, this this guy is good. Let me see. Maybe it was the lady that was held hostage that was filmed. No, that's not her. The one that was held hostage, her name is Yulia. Yeah, that's not her. Yeah, I forget what this lady's title is, but no, that's not her. And it was said that she ran into Harry in New York, but I don't know which trip to New York that would have been. Yes, isn't it? Isn't it? This guy is good. This guy is good. Love that one. Love that one. It's like a ghostly image of Harry with a very sharp image of the bombed out building in the background. Anyway, that is lovely. I love that. Oh, and this one. This one. I'm telling you, this guy has been able to get all of the raw emotions. Oh, I'm sorry. No, the one Harry went to. Oh, yes, 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 yes. You're saying he may have gone to visit her. I got you. Yeah, that is a possibility because you know what? She didn't appear in any of those images from the week. She was not in one single image from Harry's visit. So I think you're right about that. It could have been her. Definitely. She was not in any of these images. Wow. Just wow. I am loving this guy's work. That's all I can say is just wow. It's so good. And when I say he, let me remind you who this guy is. Yesterday, I shared, hold on a second. I will find it here. Uh, this guy right here. T.S. Ronian or Cisronian, Tisronian. During Prince Harry's visit to Kyiv and the break between our changes of location, we had a wonderful opportunity to catch up with him, thank him for his support, and especially present him a gift that will adorn his collection of special books. And that is a book that he looks like one of those coffee table books full of his photography. That's what it looks like. But yeah, this guy is a serious photographer, as evident by this. Right? These are worthy of an art gallery. I would love to see those pictures all blown up and everything, mounted on the wall in a gallery-like setting, with some of the most interesting people invited, so we could all sip some as ever rosé and discuss it. And of course, everyone says the same thing. Wow, what a great composition. I love that composition. Yes, there's that too. The camera loves Harry. Let's not forget that. The camera loves Harry. I don't know who this guy is, but this looks like a very powerful meeting. This one is really cool too. That is a great picture. This guy does intense character studies and photographs. Yes, I agree with that. Love the elevator. This is really cool. I love this one too. I do hope Harry has a chance to see all of these photos. He may not even know they exist. I can imagine he would be obsessed with his own image, but I do hope he sees these photos because these are beautiful. I thought the ones from yesterday were great, but these are amazing. Oh, this one. This one right here. Okay. Okay. Can we all agree that this one is the photo? I mean, it's hard to choose because there's so many that are great, but this one right here. And I guess this is what the guy meant when he said that Harry has a very Ukrainian spirit. They feel as though he is Ukrainian because he has that spirit. But yeah, this one right here, powerful. You guys, I told you, if you want to know what took so long, you can't just grab a photo off of Instagram. You have to either do a screenshot. Anyway, I haven't figured out how to do it, but some people have. And then I had to remove like the little arrows and everything so that it wouldn't distract because I wanted it to be perfect. But that's one of the things that took me so long is I was trying to make these look absolutely perfect so you could really enjoy them. And I think this is the last of the photos from that particular guy. Although I do think some other people that posted use some of his photos as well. But yeah, very, very beautiful. And this guy right here, he posted a few. I cannot read that. That is so small, but let me give it a try. I can make it bigger though. Let me see. It says, this is not a quote from a thick book or a conclusion of a fundamental scientific study. These are the words of Prince Harry of England. Today, he is 41 years old. According to the royal dynasties, he is still young, a young man who is supposed to accept the service of others from diapers. By default, guaranteed by fame and money for the rest of his days. Could quite collect art pieces and never think of bad news. But our prince deals with veterans, and to anyone who saw him this week in Kyiv, it is clear how important this job is for him. Superhuman Center, Prince Harry, was brought to Ukraine for the second time. The first time he was in Lviv in our center. We with Radniva, Olga, and Grushkop Philip have insisted on asking the protocol to still reach Kyiv to enable more people to meet him, to show the prince more of the consequences of the arrivals and occupations. Prince spent time with the Invictus Games Ukraine team. He hugged everyone who dreamed of hugging him, received hundreds of gifts. We went to Maiden, to the destroyed house of Vaclav Havel Avenue, managed to stop by Severendenko official on the destroyed floor of the cabinet. Shaking Prince Harry's hand was important to me, to the authorities, to the business, but to the guys at Invictus Games team Ukraine was priceless. Returning from war, becoming part of the large value community of athletes, proudly participating in global competitions under the Ukrainian flag, communicating with the prince, I am proud that we at Superhuman Center managed to give Ukrainian veterans this opportunity. Happy birthday, Prince Harry of England. Oh my God, I love that. You see what I mean? This was so uplifting to everyone. Now you can see why Harry has this look. And where is it? That look. Now you can see why. This had to have been like, I wouldn't even know how to describe everything that this must have been, because I'm sure it was like a complete roller coaster of emotions. But yeah, so anyway, that was translated from Ukrainian. So it not a great translation, but you get the point. And then he also posted some images on his Instagram. He's such a genuine person. Yes, Lord, he is. I love this one too. I love that one too. That is, oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. That was when Harry picked up that, what looks like a piece of like a missile or whatever hit the building. That obviously was part of whatever hit the building. And that's what he picked up there. Yeah, you know what? Where's that at? Someone had made a comment that just made me think about something, but the way that he's maneuvering around all of these spaces and spending time seemingly with each and every person who wanted to spend time with him. It you know, and this is only what I can observe from here because I wasn't there, but it just seems like there was no rushing it. That anybody who wanted to spend time with him had their moment. no matter how big or how small, no matter what, regardless of rank, everyone who wanted to spend time with him had that FaceTime. Now, I got this for you. Stand by. I got this for you. We're not quite done yet. Oh, let me see here. Okay. All right, I hope this is right. Let's see.
It was an honor hosting you in Ukraine.
Happy birthday, Harry. Thank you for being such a friend for Ukraine.
Хочу подякувати тобі за Invictus і хочу подякувати тебе за все, що ти робиш для України. Thank you for service.
I saw your face when we were meeting veterans. I saw your emotions when we visited the memorial. I know how deeply you feel for the veterans. Thank you for doing this and happy birthday.
Waiting for you here anytime.
Вітаю, Гаррі, тебе з днем народження. Дякую за підтримку наших суперлюдей та дуже мріємо, щоб Invictus Games був в Україні.
Just want to wish you a happy birthday. Just want to have a quick update on me as well. I've now got a leg and I'm working on getting an arm. And I also have a job at Superhumans.
Thank you for believing in us.
Happy birthday, Prince Harry. Happy birthday to you.
I love this guy.
Happy birthday, Prince Harry. Happy birthday to you.
Could you imagine, with everything that they have been through, these young men and women who have been, for lack of a better word, crippled in such a way that life will never be the same. And yet, they're all very cheerful, gracious, and just glad to, and in some cases, people have gone back to the battlefield. Some of them have gone back to the battlefield with their prosthetic limb. They have gone back to the battlefield. Also, I should tell you, if you're wondering what kind of microphone that is, let me see if I can show you a close-up. It is actually a miniature prosthetic limb, and they have the microphone attached to the palm of it. So I know it looks kind of strange, but yeah, that's what they're using as the microphone holder, which I think is adorable. TMCD says, warm wishes to Prince Harry. Happy birthday. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I am loving this. I really am. I was just like, that trip right there was everything it needed to be. It was everything it needed to be. Meghan did not need to be there. This is all Harry's. Even though I know that they would have really enjoyed the Duchess. I'm glad she didn't go because, of course, they would have been. It would have been distracting, in that the tabloids would have started the comparisons to Sophie, who was just in Ukraine not so long ago. So you know what I mean? They would have made something very awkward out of it, where it should not be necessary. But these are the kind of trips that really demonstrate exactly how popular both Sussexes are, but I'm glad she didn't go. I'm glad he went by himself. I think that was perfect. Just the right note. Hey, Legs, thanks for joining us. Oh yeah, yeah. The let me see. This guy is my favorite, but yeah, they are having a ball with this. That guy is my favorite. Okay, so that was a birthday greeting from the Superhuman Center for Prince Harry. And there's this birthday greeting from the assistant lead. Okay, let me get that one going here.
All of us at Assistance League of Los Angeles, happy birthday, Harry. Thanks for leaving a legacy of giving and supporting youth here in LA. On behalf of everyone at Assistance League of Los Angeles, I want to thank all of the Sussex community for helping us raise over $30,000 in support of the youth here in Los Angeles.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I wish we could have done more, but you guys, I think there are some factors. There's the economy, of course. And I don't know how much this has affected fundraising, but I cannot help but think that the Santa Ballet has been a bit of a, unfortunate thing when it comes to fundraising. So I'm going to take some blame myself because I have neglected to promote it. I literally kept forgetting that there was a fundraiser. So I kind of feel partially responsible myself because I don't know, maybe I am a bit affected by the whole thing with the Santa Ballet. And maybe subconsciously it's just very difficult for me to even mention fundraising because that was, I mean, listen, I hate to sound so self-aware or precious, if you will, but that was rather traumatic, the whole thing with the Santa Ballet. It was really traumatic. And if I feel like that as just a, outside observer from God knows how many miles away, for the people that are in need of the services, imagine the impact for them. For people that are friends with Harry and Princeso, imagine the impact for them. This is all around, I think the whole thing with the Santa Ballet has been very, very stressful and hurtful to a lot of people. And I think it has had some type of impact on fundraising. Oh, thank you, Lydia Washington. I will put that at the top of the chat. And I guess I have been more affected by it than I'm willing to admit, or was willing to admit. But yeah, I totally have been MIA with this one. And I guess subconsciously I just tried to block it for whatever reason. But we have to get past that. We have to get that bad taste out of our mouths. We cannot let what happened with Santa Ballet put a drag on all of the future fundraising. Also, there's another thing that I have a theory about. If you guys recall the past election, when there was so much apathy within the Sussex squad community, people created these little factions and such. So I'm just one person. There are multiple people across all of these platforms that just have not been promoting this last fundraiser. And I think it has to do with the past election that things splintered, things kind of diverged as far as the Sussex squad is concerned. So it's not just one thing, it's several things that I believe caused this to come up short. But we have to get past that. We have to rise above it. Yep, we have to rise above it. I mean, it was even so bad that some people didn't even know that there was a fundraiser. Some people weren't sure if they should contribute. Which group is this for? Which group within the, you know what I mean? Such a headache. And I cannot wait. And I'm sure it's going to happen, but I cannot wait until all of that negativity is behind us. It will. We will get beyond this. Okay. All right, let's keep going. But yeah, so that was from the Assistance League. Prince Harry comforted mother of Invictus Games competitor who died in Ukraine war. There was a lot of emotion. There was more than 150,000 armed forces members in Ukraine who have life-changing injuries. And let's see, and Harry's Invictus Games Foundation is trying to help. Yes, they are trying to help. Where is that? So what do you need to know? What you need to know is Prince Harry supported the mother of a fallen soldier as he met veterans and serving armed forces members in Ukraine when he visited on September 12th. The Duke of Sussex was there with Invictus Games Foundation. It was the second visit this year to Ukraine and his first to the capital of Kyiv. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, was welcomed by veterans and armed forces members in the war-hit country when he made an unannounced tour of the capital, Kyiv, on September 12th. On one of the first stops, he met with a group of veterans at the memorial. The welcome he received for recognizing their plight was palpable. There was a sense of excitement for the fact that he was there in Kyiv and showing his support for the veterans, says Josh Bogie, who is the International Community Manager for Invictus Games Foundation and was among the entourage traveling with Harry. He is adored not just by Ukrainians, but all the military from all Invictus nations around the world. End quote. You could feel the aura in the room when he walked in. He was hugging the veterans, and they were hugging him back. He was in his absolute element in that room. There were also families of those who have been serving in the 3-year conflict since the Russian invasion in the spring of 2022. One of those was the mother of a former Invictus Games captain who has since been killed in the conflict. The Duke gave her a big hug. He recalls there was a lot of emotion. Prince Harry's visit came after a week of engagements in the UK and a reunion with his father. Let me see. Harry said the focus really should be on my dad and saying he'd like to spend more time in the country of his birth. Harry traveled to Ukraine with the Invictus Games Foundation as they cement their mission to help the recovery of those who have been wounded in the more than 3 years of conflict, while the foundation runs the headline-making adaptive sports contest that takes place every 2 years. This year's was held in Vancouver, Whistler. The big takeaway was for me was seeing these guys and girls who have been through hell and back, living with their injuries and disabilities, and seeing the smiles on their faces when the Duke walked in. He would try to give time to everyone and see how they are getting on in their recovery journeys. Oh wow! The minister, he was told by the minister that there are 1.5 million veterans in Ukraine, and 10%, that is 150,000, have serious life-changing injuries. The need is massive. They are working with NGOs and governments in Ukraine and around the world on projects. Ukraine has been a member of the Invictus Games since 2017. Okay, yeah, so that's it. I didn't want to go through all of that revisionist stuff about how the game started and he saw his dad. I just rather skip past all that stuff. But yeah, so there you go. Well, and I did say that, didn't I? Harry tried to spend time with everyone he could. Everyone who was around got some FaceTime with the prince. Yeah, Prince Harry is such a blessing to the world. Absolutely. That family do not deserve Prince Harry, the firm. They do not deserve him. So these are the photos from the People magazine article I just shared. Just 4 photos. All right. And then there's this. Well, am I almost done? Oh yeah, I'm almost done anyway. Yeah, after this, I am done. Okay. So yeah, they had the funeral today. I mean, not the funeral. They had, I guess in the US, we would call it a wake. It's a overnight prayer service for the Duchess of Kent. And this is at the largest Catholic church in all of England and Wales. This is the Westminster Cathedral. And the church, I think, was built back in well, it was finished by like 1903. And it is mostly brick. I went inside. I forgot why it's so dark on the inside. I think there was a fire or something, but it's like the ceiling is all scorched or whatever, and they just left it like that. So it is not the most beautiful cathedral, but it's an interesting building anyway. But yeah, this is the Catholic Church, which is at the other end of whatever street or road that is. It's opposite of the Westminster Abbey on that street or road or whatever. Victoria Road or okay, well, I don't know. But anyway, this is the first Catholic funeral for a senior royal since, gosh, who knows when, like 15 something, 16 something. I don't remember. But yeah, for whatever reason, the Duchess of Kent decided that she wanted to become a Catholic. She felt there was some type of order to the Catholic faith that attracted her. And in spite of the fact she became a Catholic, her husband, the Duke of Kent, did not lose his what do you call it? He didn't lose his place in line for the throne, which he could very well could have, but he didn't. So that was pretty cool. And also, it's going to be the first burial. This death will be the first burial at the Frogmore Cemetery in Windsor, the Frogmore Cemetery. This will be the first burial in 20 years. It's been 20 years since there's been a burial over at Frogmore. So that is something else that's interesting. But anyway, the funeral should be taking place, in a few hours, I guess. But yeah, and I think it's only for family. I don't think that there's going to be cameras or anything like that. But Charles and his emotional support, Camilla, will be in attendance. And I suppose Will and Kate may actually get out of bed for the occasion. But yeah, so there you go. That's it. That's all I have for today. There's the Duke of Kent, and I think that's his daughter holding his arm. And that is the Duchess of Kent. She's been teaching school for years, and the students referred to her as Mrs. Kent. Catherine Kent, Mrs. Kent. She did not use her titles while she was teaching, but she seemed like a very, very sweet person, and she has been a favorite. And I really feel sad that I never got to know anything about her. Never had a chance or opportunity. She was one of those royals that I would see hovering around in the distance and didn't know anything about her. But anyway, that's it for today. Happy birthday to Prince Harry. I'm going to take it back up to the top. If you guys want to see these photos again, I'll just go through them very quickly. There's that. And that. This is from birth all the way up to age 41. I love it. Let's see here. Good night, Heather Straub. Thank you so much. Just going to go through these again very fast. I curated the best photos that I could think of for tonight. And I do hope you enjoyed them. Thank you, Maurice Brown. Happy birthday to Prince Harry. Oh, we didn't do a salsa for Harry, did we? Shall we do it now? Why not? We didn't do a Prince Harry birthday salsa, and nobody said anything either. Oh, okay. 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 All right, here we go.
Beyonce just texted. Really met.
Shut up.
Just checking in.
Just checking in. Just casual.
I still can't believe she knows who I am.
Harry, one message for Messi, one message only. Yeah. In the net.
All right. Like I said, we're going to discover this together because I have not heard it either. Ah, there she is. There she is.
Yes, actually, I don't think he needed a PR makeover, but I do think his most recent trip was very beneficial for him. The press coming out was a bit softer than it usually is, and obviously he donated a lot of money, I think $1 million, to a children's charity that came out. So he actually packed in a lot in his short time here in the UK. But he also said that he's hoping to, because the trip was so successful, he's hoping to spend a bit more time in the UK. So I do think that's only a good thing, and that came off the back of him meeting his father for the first time in, I think, over 2 years, face to face, and it was a 55-minute meeting. So that seemed to go quite well, and he said that he wants to focus more on his father in the coming year, and hopefully spend a bit more time in the UK as well, which is good, because I think he does miss a lot of the charities that he worked so closely with here in the UK. And also he has the Invictus Games coming up. That's in 2027, so that will be based in Bristol as far as I know. And so yeah, we're going to see a lot more of Prince Harry, I think.
I'm not buying it. It seems to raise the question, though. I mean, if he's so desperate to come back to the United Kingdom, he loved the trip so much, why did he something off in the first place?
Well, I don't think he was left with much choice, really. He was vilified in the press, and he had to protect Meghan. He's seen what the press done to his mother, so I don't think he was willing to take the risk on that one. And actually, this time around, during a conversation with The Guardian, he did say that he's more inclined now to bring Archie and Lilibet to the UK, which is a massive step for him, because we know there was problems with security and all of that. So I know that he was very cautious of bringing his family back here, just for safety reasons. So the fact that this trip went so well for him, even him considering bringing his children here in the future, is a good step, and it'll be great for Prince Charles and Camilla to get to know them properly.
Okay. Not exactly the zinger that I was hoping it would be, but I like her. She's always very consistent. So, like I said, We just listen to it together and see what she has to say. But more importantly, she stayed on message and she did not deviate from her usual positive um, reflection on whatever the Sussexes are doing. So I like that. uh yeah, look at that attitude. You know, and for Nana, who is so full of salt and vinegar and poison, as though she has this ideal domestic situation of her own. You know what I mean? It seems like she had to settle. She did not reach for the brass ring. She settled. She got whatever was interested in her instead of, it's not like she's with I mean, if that is what she dreams about in terms of relationships, God bless her. But she ought to have been a bit embarrassed. She really should have. She should have been embarrassed because that's not a love match. She settled. That's what she did. She settled. And yet she sits there with so much attitude and she tries to convince the world that there's some type of deficit with Meghan, that Meghan is unreliable and Meghan is, and all that gasping that she does every time she sighs and mentions Meghan's name. All they have to do is just not talk about it. If she is that, triggered, stop talking about it. But we know that's not going to happen. If she is so put off with Meghan, don't mention her name. It's just that easy. But in the meantime, stop pretending like it is some great inconvenience that you have to mention Meghan's name. You do it because you choose to. You do it because it's a paycheck. You certainly can't depend on that person that you married or are marrying. You can't depend on him to bring you any money. Let's see. Nana settled, but that wig. Oh, thank you, Legs. Yeah, that wig hasn't settled. That wig is like the great tectonic plates. That wig is all the evidence of Pangea we will ever need. That wig is a chip off the old supercontinent. And yes, there is a lava flow beneath it. Yes, and let's see. The fact that that happened, that you have all of these what is it, MPs from both sides, PMs from both sides. No, is it MPs or PM? Well, anyway, from both sides of the aisle that signed on to a letter saying that this is abusive. And the tabloids, they doubled down, they tripled down, and they continued to abuse. And it's just like with the nonsense with these polls that they take. They try to pretend as though the polling has not been affected by the hate campaign. Most people in Britain wouldn't know anything about what the Sussexes are doing if it wasn't for people like Nana, if it wasn't for GB News, if it wasn't for the tabloids. They would be clueless. If the Sussexes were just left alone and they just dealt with they were only reported upon by the American press, just imagine how different things would be. Even though the American press is getting very tabloidy too, but it's just unfortunate that in the name of clickbait, it's no different than opening up anything on your phone or on your PC or wherever you view things, wherever you research or study or wherever you watch a movie or just look up something on Google, you are flooded. I remember the Google search. You could just go there and search. But now when I go to the search, I see all of these things about Harry and Meghan based on my viewing habits, based on my search habits. All of that stuff comes up. I rarely pay it any attention. And a lot of the stuff that comes up is so illogical or just plain made up. It's like those little paid articles, advertisement articles at the very end of, let's say, a Daily Mail or Sun or whatever, and you see like a headline, but it's not their news, it's someone's paid advertisement. It is a paid clickbait. And so if you open that up, then that opens you to a whole new array of advertisements. And that's why I'm always asking people, where did you hear that? Where did you see that? And they usually cannot tell me where they seen it because they didn't even take into account the likelihood that it wasn't real. They saw it in print and they believed it just like that. That frustrates me in ways I cannot even put into words. Depending on who's reporting, depending on what magazine or newspaper, whatever, that either increases or decreases the likelihood that there is truth. Does that make sense? Certain things that you know if it's coming from this source, it's not likely true, or they're just latching on to some other lies. But yeah, that really frustrates me. I'm just like, please consider the source, especially if there's a report that someone has died, a celebrity that has died. The first thing you need to do if you see that someone famous has died, go to TMZ. As a matter of fact, Google that person's name and see if there's anything else popping up. Because if it's not, I guarantee you they're probably not dead. It doesn't take long before something like that is everywhere. Instead of being the first off the block to say, oh, so-and-so died, Google it. Google it. And just be sure. Because these people, they don't get in trouble for lying. Nana settled, but okay, I'm sorry, I did that already. Oh, here we go. Leg says, Cambridge Curl advertisement. While parties can't be so unpredictable, but your wigs doesn't have to be. Get Cambridge Curls, the no-lie relaxer. The no-lie relax. Oh, you remember that one. Cambridge Curl. Oh, man. Let me see if I can find that one. Oh, man. I cannot believe you remember the Cambridge Curl. The no lie relaxer. Oh man, how come I'm not seeing that? Oh, there it is. Oh man. This was a Stephen Black had made these. The one that I can't see is the one that says the no lie relaxer. That one I don't see. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Anyway, thank you, Legs. Keep your curls royally soft with Cambridge Curl, the no lie royal relaxer. Oh, I love it. Okay, wait. There we go. Get curls that will make you feel like royalty. Cambridge Curls. Cambridge Curls. Oh. Yes, it's the no lie relaxer. Cambridge Curls. Yeah, this is pre-blonde. This is the pre-blonde era. And of course, let us not forget Lord Nappyhead. Today's episode brought to you by Cambridge Curl. Cambridge Curl. Yes, today's episode is brought to you by Cambridge Curl, the no lie relaxer. And let me see, where is that special? Oh, here it is right here. Post Jubilee's gift with purchase of 3 do-rags and a skull cap. So yeah, that's the special. The post Jubilee special gift with purchase 3 do-rags and a skull cap. So if you purchase during the Jubilee, you will be blessed with 3 do-rags and a skull cap. Oh man. Yeah, that was fun. Lord Nappyhead, the racially ambiguous owner of the Daily Mail. Racially ambiguous. You just don't know. He has that Tom Jones syndrome. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about she's a lady. Well, I got to show you this image of Kate's hair. This is an undoctored photo. It is really Kate. It was the first time I realized, I said to myself, this chick got a problem. Something ain't right about her. That was when I first had the notion that something ain't right about this woman. Let me see. My first clue that Kate had some problems. Nope, that's not it. In my mind's eye, I can see her walking across the street. Let me find that one. Fiddlesticks. I cannot find it. I have to broaden my search. Oh, there it is right there. Now, does that make sense? Your magic's in the air. It comes from who knows where. Your mouth, it catches hair. It's extensions. Yeah, I made this a long time ago. I did this one a long time ago. Rather than any substance in terms of conversation or deed or royal duty, what makes Kate stand out? That massive hair. I think it is very unbecoming of a royal princess. I really do. And I'm not just saying that because it's Kate. I think it is ridiculous. That's why she looked so strange when she was standing on those steps with that blonde whatever on her head last week or week before last. That's why it looked so strange. Her hair was just too big. It's too big. It's not very dignified for a royal princess. And then the way she carries her clutch with both hands. Girl, ain't nobody gonna take that purse from you. Ain't nothing in it anyway. Just a bunch of IOUs from party pieces. Nonsense. Hey, Susie, Mom. A lollipop, a toilet brush, Johnny Mop. What do they call those? A Johnny Mop? Very superficial. Do you remember when they first were saying that Kate was wearing wigs, and one of the things that they said was likely the case is because of that you from the side of her head you could see like the cap of the wig, and the palace lied and said that that was a scar from a childhood surgery. The scar that she has is not in her hairline. At least I don't think so. I think what we were looking at was a wig, and they don't want to admit that. But it was a wig. Clearly, it was a wig. And that's okay. A lot of people wear wigs. But her hair wasn't that big when she married into the family. She didn't have really like lush, big hair when she first got married. Her hair is very flat and uneventful. And that's okay. It really is okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. We're going on to 3 hours. Love you guys. I'm going to say goodnight. Happy birthday again to Prince Harry. Many happy returns of the day. And I will see you all soon.